Namaste all. This is Vishwanath Reddy from PANI. Today we are going to talk about Directual, which is a simple app builder. Like you can build your own custom web applications using Directual. It supports databases, API, and some simple web pages. Okay, they also have scenarios, lot of things. So today I'm going to show how it works, and I have built a simple app very easily using Directual. So before we dive into the details, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to your friends. Okay, thank you. So let's dive into details here. Whatever you are seeing in this window, that is developed by Directual app. Okay, so there is a simple logo and simple menu and yeah, profile login and all. And this is the home page. This is heading and this is text and the links, and right side is the video. So there are some other few components to design a web page. Okay, so and when coming to the functionality here, actually in the another page I have embedded a temple based upon the a table based upon the data by accessing through API. Okay, so this data is stored in the database, and here I'm accessing in the front end. And another page where I can I created a form where we can uh, insert the data, add new record into the database. Okay, so here we have two records. Here we can filter it out also, like based upon something like yes. Okay, and we can use all these things like so it is filtering by based upon yes, something like that, and then updated by item number, something like that. Okay, so we can use filters and sort it out. This these are the table functionality dynamically. And let's go to this page where we can add a new item, like item type. I'm just giving some random information here. Okay, so I created this. So for that record you can see the data reflected here already, that is rock 15345. Okay, item number. So these are the other details, and from this table actually you can uh, access the data, and you can even modify, like you can see the data here whatever it is provided, and you can even update other information, just like see this one simple example where we'll take up the industry takes the raw stone and they will process it. So okay, something like that. So I have given this data. So final height, it is 64 here. So I can make 52, something like that, randomly. Length 140. Okay, height, quality is good. 145. Height number is 345. So this data should be updated immediately. Okay, in the database whatever we are accessing. Okay, this is how it works. And close this and see, yeah, here it is the updated. Okay, so this way you can perform CRUD operations like create, request, access, update, delete. So these are like database operations. So those and all can be done by using this application. Okay, here this is the front end, and let me show how I have designed this application using Directual in the back end. So this is the, let me close this. So this is how the Directual dashboard looks like. Okay, like yeah, my applications, those and all, billing, and then the templates they have given. So I have created this from scratch. Click this new app, like create a new app. Okay, then you'll give some system name. Like you can give anything. Okay, sorry, yeah, you have to give small letters. So I'm creating this, and okay, so we just created a new application, and we can select a blank. Otherwise, we can select the given template. So I'm selecting blank, then going ahead. Here actually we have to choose if you have um, a premium subscription, something like that, then you can select. So right now, I'm on Absamo Tier 1, so I can only do one application. So I do not have another slot to do it. But if you have better tier, then you can select from which one, like no team, Absamo Tier 1. Otherwise, if you want to subscribe to uh, this particular plan, otherwise you can use limited free plan, something like that. So you can select the limited free plan here, and click on create app, so you can create it. But as mentioned in their pricing plan, the limited this free plan is limited. Okay, so uh, you will find very less in the details. So let's go to this actually, whatever we are using app 7 tier 1. So let uh, here it looks like I have given this URL name, and then update and all, and then uh, the team, something like this. Okay, I can add developer also, and billing it will show this, like whatever I have selected. And some, there are some hosting regions, but these are available in the highest heights only. Okay, so this is how we just create a blank app, and then we go to, we click on that, we go to the application dashboard. Here we will see a lot of options, so don't get confused actually. Let me explain one by one. So web pages are the pages which are visible on the front end. These are the pages like home page, all items, add an item, something like that, even profile or login. And then database which stores the data in the back end. And scenarios is like automations. So when this happen, do this, something like when a new user is uh, signed up, sign in, then show this, otherwise send this message, otherwise add this, something like that. Okay, send email, something like that. Then API. So we use API to connect the database and front end application. Even the web pages are connected to database through API only. And reports, these to generate some dashboard report, something like that. So you can use simple analytics. You can use to generate analytics for your application. And then version management is there, and plugins are there. The plugins they have like yeah, these many, like Gmail, Mailer Send, Open Weather, Ethereum, OMDB, Socket.io, something like that. So there are some authentication, Facebook, SMTP, Mail, NFT, OpenID, Google Sheets. So they have all these integration. They call them as plugins. So we can just install them, and we can use in the automation and other places for a login or something like that. So these, okay, this we have already checked where. So let's go to the dashboard now again. So here initially the approach will be you need to lay out the information design, like how you want to store the data and how your data will be stored in the backend. So for that, go to database and click on database. Okay, it's like if you know about SQL or RDBMS, you will understand how tables and data structures work. So here you can create new data structure or folder. Folder is for holding the files, and data structure is for storing and processing the data. So here I have created a new data structure. So you will give the structure name, which is visible and readable format by human, and the system name is like small letters without the spaces or something like that, naming conventions. And where you want to create this folder, you can create it as a folder, something like that. Otherwise, you can just uh, create under root folder. Okay, so similar way I have created the items uh, database data structure under root. Okay, so here uh, the first one, actually object is nothing but a record or row uh, in Google Excel sheet or in database. So we call them as row or record. Here it is called as object. Okay, initially I was confused. Then yeah, I understood. Then this is so here you will add data and see data, and configure fields is where you will define columns. Okay, for your data structure. So if it is like item number, that will be number. Phone number, it will be number. Email means email field, and first name, last name, these and all will be string, something like that. So you will design that in the database. Okay, so they have I think uh, very good number of data types to use and define in the database architecture. Okay, so we will use that. So these are the database I have created here. Actually these are the system name. It's like without spaces, mostly small letters, so it will be, it's like if you are a programmer you will understand this. So this is simple but nothing too technical. Okay, this is how you the data will be displayed, like column name will be displayed in the front end or wherever you want to access. And then this is the type, like whether it is a number, positive number, string, markdown, HTML, email, phone, password, something like that. So uh, and then I have given the radio option also. So whatever you have seen in this form, so this radio option, this is number and this is string, something like that. So I have created this database, and then you can even group them into uh, a relevant set of fields. Okay, here one is final, and here is the main group, and then we have like creator, something like that. Okay, so we can create groups and we can bind them together within single data structure, just to understand how it works. So here I have given like whatever the data initially provided, that will be in the main group. Then finally whatever it is updated, that will be there in this final group. And something like audit log or something like that, then it will be like in the creator. So it is very easy to create. Just give a name, updated time. Okay, here I'm going to give updated place, so something like that I'm giving. And string, if you want to use ask, ask the user to enter. Otherwise color, string, web link, YouTube link, number, positive number, array, date, operator, boolean. So you have a lot of options like file, image file, multiple images, multiple files, JSON. So it's like it's like a developer's paradise. Even if you are non-coder or coder, this app will be very useful at first place. Okay, so this is how we create it, and we can just click on save. Okay, otherwise you can just delete this way. And they also have formatting for date. Okay, just click on this, And if you need any advanced settings, you can go there and you can click that. You will see some sorting field options, something like that. Okay, so we don't need this much as of now, so just close this. So we have defined the database here, and here you can right away you can add some data also from here itself. Okay, so you can try it out yourself or test it. And there are some actions like import data. You can copy the data structure to duplicate it, or delete all the data, delete data structure. So it's very similar to RDBMS and SQL. So if you don't know much, just keep it simple. Okay, and these are the scenarios. Now I will come back to endpoints, how they work. Endpoints are nothing but API. Okay, so we'll go there. Before that, let's go through this. These are the system generated and system used data structures and file system. Like whenever you are creating app, this will be created automatically in this database. Okay, it's like social users, user sessions, global constants, and reset password request, those and all. And then they have integrations like whatever we have discussed earlier, like email, SMS, Telegram, JPR, workflow, webhooks, those and all. So those and all already created in this. So that's what I'm telling. Even if you are building your own custom app, you are going to have your own API to serve the other channels. So it's very convenient and very easy to make a app with API in webhooks. Imagine you are building your coding, hand coding some application, and then you need to open up webhooks and API. You need to prepare the documentation. You need to open the endpoints, those and also it's those all these tasks can be done without writing a single line of code using Directual. So this is how it powers the applications and development process. And these are reports. Okay, then app users, if somebody signed up on our application, then that data, user data, will be displayed here and stored here. So these also automatically created by Directual. Okay, you don't need to worry much about this. And there you can manage like how the user can log in, authorize, doesn't all. As I said, they have plugins for authorization also, like MetaMask, Facebook authentication, Google authentication, something like that. And the files which are attached, stored in the server. And then items, this is what I have created. Okay, this my database for the application. Okay, so this is how this database looks like. And let's dive into API. So API is the only bridge available which connects database to other front-end applications. Otherwise, even the web page is designed here in the Directual. Okay, so for that you need to create endpoints. So normally you just create a click on the new API endpoint, then select which data structure you want to deal with. So here usually I'm dealing with items data structure which I have created earlier to store and process my data. So that I'm going to select. And but they have all these inbuilt data structures as we discussed earlier. Okay, to use them inside your logical process. So I'm going to select this, give a method name. I've already created two, what is new, and another one is list all items. Here I can give delete if I need that way. Like if I want to end that and delete that particular record in the database from front end. Okay, endpoint description, delete an item. Okay, so here we will set up layer for security, like how the data will be processed, how who can do this. So here you can see this, uh, user based security layer. Here I'm selecting condition, that is condition is ID, field type ID. So based upon that, we are going to do that, and then you can have your own conditions. Okay, just like this empty is equal to this, like this, and you can uh, map the fields. So like which condition 2. So I will select the field name, like phone number is equal to this, equal to less than or like or more operators, uh, is not empty, yeah, give is not empty, something like that. So so I can select something like that. Okay, so as of now, delete, and then which fields you want to show when the request is processed. Here you can system name is direct column name, and name is like what you see in the front end. So here I can select all also. Okay, so save and exit, so all these fields will be visible there. And then for posting the request, so what fields you want to show. So here may not, all the things may not be required, so we will select what is needed. So item type, and I say let's final quality. So based upon that, I want to manage the records whether you want to delete or something. So these are for scenarios that is like automation. Okay, so there are other options like Swagger documentation, those and all for API. So save, you will see if any error. Otherwise, if it is like endpoint is saved. So I have created a new API endpoint to process that. Okay, so here in action or scenario, I can uh, scenarios. Okay, here if I choose scenarios, like if I have created any some automation based upon this trigger, then I can attach it here. Like here I'm going to, the user going to submit a form. So once that is submitted, we are going to delete the record in the database. So for that, we can run a scenario automatically in the backend. And so these are the things. And yeah, so let me show this actually how it works, which is there already, which I have created. So here endpoint is like new, add new item. So given new name, URL will be like this, and then the security layer is the same similar one, like ID is not null. Then I am showing only ID or the initial details, because when adding I just want to have initial information. And at the same time, in the post request also I'm showing this. Okay, there is no scenario setup for this, so that directly they will, that will be added into the database. Okay, that is created here, and I will show how that will be attached to the front end in the web page. So here also same, list all the items, then the same layer 1 security, and here I am selecting the fields which are required. Okay, so you can select one by one, otherwise you can select all. So this way I have created API endpoints. And then let's go to web pages, which is front end. So here there are multiple pages. Initially you will get the home page, whatever we have set up here. These are the components available. Right side you will see, you can search components, otherwise you can just scroll them down. A link button, card view, form, hint, HTML code, kanban, markdown text, table view, video, timer, something like that. So here I have added a heading which is visible on the home page. This is heading. Okay, and then I have added markdown text and video in two columns. Okay, so this way, this is one column and this is one column. So markdown text, I actually have put up this text. Okay, and then here we have video. So for that I have put this YouTube video. Just I'm passing the link and I'm mentioning the width, how much it will be, should be visible. So this way you will just uh, you can just create like click on this. Otherwise, if you want to click, sorry, if you want to create a section below this, you'll just click on the plus. Okay, so it will create the section. Here you can uh, create a form, or sorry, drag an element. Okay, after dragging it, just click on this. If you want to have some endpoint, something like that, then you will map it here. Otherwise, actually, you have to map the endpoint. Just like if you want to give some subscriber field, something. Otherwise, add new item also you can give. Okay, so form title, add new. Okay, here I will give add on the button page. Okay, just define how and what are the fields you want to show. Okay, so rewrite something like that. So you can select display field or not, field editing, required field, hidden field. You can uh, manage it and customize it however you want, something like that. Okay, so display field, disable field editing, you can just show them but they cannot edit it, something like that. So this is a new data field, so I can show them and they can edit also. So just refresh this page and you should be able to see the form here. Okay, so once you enter this, the data will be added there in the table also. So that way you can build pages. Okay, and here they have page settings. In the page settings, you will define like title, then page URL. Okay, and then if you want to pass some parameter like item number, something like that, if you want to open that in the individual page, so that way you can give that a parameter like id, otherwise item number, something like that. Okay, and then icon is like forward or something like that. I can give something like application. Yeah, so that way you will define that and you can group the pages into a sub menu. Okay. Okay, then here the security part, like who can access this page. So normally this page, every page follows by default the application portal security settings. Okay, whether if you define like this is only for logged in users, authenticated users, otherwise this is for non-logged in users only, something like that. So it follows that. But if you want to override that, you have to click this, like check this override portal security setting. Then you can define like how you want to segment this, like accessible for authorized users only or accessible for non-authorized users only, hide from main menu, something like that. As this is a home page, we do not want to change anything for this, so just click on save, keep it like that. Let's go to other page where I will show the authentication thing. So this is also like a form. We just selected the API endpoint and given the details just as shown before, and we are selecting the fields which we want to show and update. And then after submitting the form, what should happen? Get back to form in 3 seconds, 6 seconds. Otherwise resubmit by button. Otherwise disable resubmission, process data in synchronized scenario, like you can do that and show some success message. So okay, otherwise success body, something like that. So you will define that for a form. Okay, that is for form. And if you go to page settings here, these are so normal whatever you see. And actually this order is nothing but if you give one two three something like that sequential, so this page, uh, this is one two three something like a priority. So that way you are going to define that sequence like menus. So you can just select that, you here you want to have this as one. Okay, uh, Otherwise you can group them into items. I will show the other thing where we will use. And this is the access what I have discussed earlier, like override portal security settings. I'm going to click, and then I'm going to give access only for authorized users only. So this case, I'm going to select who is going to have this particular access. So I'm giving admin, moderator, staff. So just small letters without any numerics or something like that, no space. So I'm giving the access to all these people for this page. Okay, so click on save. Okay, once this is done, this page will be only uh, available for logged in users. So if you click on home this app, so this home page. Oh, okay, security. Yeah, okay, so here I have given the authentication. Okay, so custom domain, custom code is fine, but home page, page settings, security, override, give access to both. Okay, click on this. Let's see. Uh, yeah, so here I just overrided because I have given the authentication there, and then so this page is visible to everyone. And now, if I logged into this, actually, I'm going to log in. So So here, after logged in, actually, it is showing these two items. Okay. So this is how it works. Okay. So even the we can hide the pages from the particular roles, and this user. So here, okay. So now we have given this access to particular people based upon the authentication. Okay, example this page add an items. Here we have given authentication like access to admin and moderator only. Okay, and we have other page where add an item. Here we are giving access to three types: admin, moderator, and staff. So where are we defining this role? So these there is a simple way where we will manage this, that is app users, like user database. Here actually there is a field called roles. So here we will mention this. So as you can see, here I have mentioned as role staff. So for that user, this all the items page is not visible, only add an item page is visible and home page is visible. And for other user who is moderator, for that user all these pages are visible, accessible. So question authority is moderator, and if you log into other user, so I logged into other user uh, with role staff. So here only add new item, an item is visible, list all item is not visible. So that is how you control the access by using roles in Directual app. Okay, so we can control those pages. Even actually you can control the uh, components also. Here also you can see like a table, filter, actions, list, and view page, filters, table. Okay, object that is data. Yeah, is like in conditions action general. I think let's see form create map personalization existing in the object form and result. Okay, maybe I mistaken. Otherwise, I missed something again. So yeah, we can control the taxes that way. Like whether who can yeah this settings and click on settings visible for authorized users only, visible for not authorized users only. So let's go to home page where the page entire page is visible to anyone, but we can make this form particularly visible for authorized users only. So we can give any role by default. So click on that here. Actually, the home page we had that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Maybe some bug or something, but yes, we can control that. Okay, so we can check with the team again later. So these are the things you can define, and you can do the CRUD operations by using this application this way easily. So and the same API you can pass it on to other uh, channels, like if you are building a mobile app, otherwise if you are giving the data to give a data access to some other application. So here you will generate your API ID, API key, and you will uh, share the API key and this one. And they also have documentation like authentication API, how and how you want to encrypt this. So I think they're following pretty much security standards. And here you have a new webhook. So it's like okay. You can parse the data also. So this is the webhook URL. So if you want to receive data from somebody else, then you can use this. So this by default have API and webhooks, so you can connect to any app with API and webhooks. Okay, so basically you can build your own integrations using any app, and you can even connect to Public Connect and other applications through Public Connect easily, very easily. So this is how it works. And yes, uh, this is for it today. And yes, actually I've just created some dummy reports earlier. This is like you can do some operations also to generate the data and reports. Okay, so then you can install plugins for authentication. Like I have uh, installed Gmail. Yeah. Coming to scenarios, actually I've just created a simple scenario just to try it out. Something like that. I start, then okay, click on edit scenario. This is like a drag and drop thing. So whatever the things you have connected already, you can drag them here, like JSON, 8 object, uh, conditions, A and B test, and JPair, API response. You can send the data out, and HTTP request, SQL execution, send email, something like that. So you can do that pretty much. So here I clicked on this send email, and for this actually I need to give all this information. I'm sending this via Gmail, so I have installed that plugin. So constant email subject, and from otherwise from field from otherwise some constant same email. So email body, and then I can attach a file also, something like that. So this and all can be done. Is like internal automation. I think these are very pretty much very useful in any application to process the data and to interact with other applications just like JPR or API response. Okay, so I haven't played with these scenario much. I just tried, and then yeah, it was amazing actually, and I have watched some videos regarding this. So I think with this you can connect pretty much anything. Okay, and you have direct JPR integration, and you can connect Pabli also. So like yeah, this is how you do it. I hope you like this, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to find more detailed videos like this. And yes, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe and click the alarm bell, and please share it to your friends who are interested in SaaS automation and business growth. Thank you so much. Take care.